Hello! Welcome back to our channel. This video is a bit of a random one. Basically, we've had a whirlwind few weeks.
You really have.
And we're filming this probably quite a while before you'll be watching it, but this is a whirlwind vlog of us going to a house viewing, falling in love with the house, offering on the house, and well, you'll see what happens throughout the video, but we thought it would be funny to kind of watch it and react to it. First time, it was a couple of weeks ago now.
Yeah, and kind of just explain, I guess, how we were feeling. And then at the end of the video, we can kind of talk you through where we went from there, basically.
We get into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so this is the video we filmed a couple of weeks ago, and we're just going to put ourselves, I think, at the bottom corner so we can react and explain as we're watching what we were thinking, because it's a lot. We don't know if you'll be seeing this video because we have a really high hopes. We're going to be completely honest in this vlog, so you'll either see it or you won't. You're seeing it anyway. But we have really, really high hopes for the house or houses we're viewing today.
Yeah.
Two. But they are actually in Brighton.
Yeah.
They actually weren't in Brighton. They were just outside of Brighton.
Kind of thought we would move to.
Yeah, we went to Brighton a few years ago and basically fell in love with it and always thought that we might potentially move there. So basically these houses came up in Brighton and we've been doing our search in London for ages, and these have been kind of in the back of our minds for a while, and we've booked a viewing and basically moved in our heads. So we're going with very high hopes, and we think it's
I feel like we always do this if we fall in love with a house. We just move into it in our heads.
We'd already planned out exactly where our furniture would go before the viewing.
It's not the one, then you'll be seeing this.
We'll clip this part out.
We've been carried away. It's pizza time. Okay, this was after the house viewing.
We are home now, and
Well, we're not home.
in our temporary apartment because we've just found our forever bloody home.
We found it, guys.
It is literally a couple of $100,000 out of budget. So
It's like 100 grand out of budget.
Yeah.
But as in 100 grand out of our maximum budget.
Yeah.
So like,
This house was really overpriced, we think, after speaking to people from the area.
Open with what's going on. We're gonna sit and go through all of our finances.
yeah.
And
See what we can
just
do.
see what we can actually do, because obviously we're going off of we did look through them this week, but you never know, you might be able to pull 100 grand out of Stormy's bum.
We kind of went through them though as like we would
so
be happy to
embarrassing.
pay
We
this
should
is the
let
maximum.
the,
Can you see how like set we were?
See what
We
£100.
lost
Yeah.
like 100,000 of them potentially.
No, but I do think
like
when we went
giddy
through our
kids.
finances, we kind of said like this is the maximum we would want to pay anyway, but
Yeah.
it was very near the maximum of our thing, so we might be able to squeeze out an extra little bit, which you never know. Every little helps.
Every little helps, but we honestly loved it so
I did
much.
love it.
I did love it. I stand by that.
It was...
It was just a dream.
We haven't told anyone that we
No.
viewed a house in
Wait
that
until
area,
the end
like,
of the vlog,
in
guys.
Brighton.
Oh, it was just honestly, it was so nice. It was like
I'm worse than you
for
are.
us forever.
Yeah, it was
Like,
My
because
ADHD
I think we
rubs
said
off
that
on
already,
you.
but we
We
don't
always
want
say
like
that.
a quick
Why am I
house.
doing
We want like a
Cleopatra
long
this time?
term.
We want to be able to have children there if we decide to do that. We really don't. As
We don't
much
even
as
know
it
if we want
seems like we
kids.
probably love moving, we do not love moving.
Yeah, we don't want to move.
So
Sure,
we
stand by
really
that.
want to just find something.
How it works as well, so just to fill you guys in. So the house is actually listed with quite a nice agent, where it's quite common to put
We can offer
an offer letter or do it in
Oh my God, I
writing.
forgot about
Sign
that.
Oh my
it.
god, the letter. Wait until you hear this, guys.
And which is it's normal to do anyway, and
Yeah.
just telling them a bit about us, because it's this house that we love has been so lovingly restored, and the person works in interiors.
We'd honestly
Wrong.
researched the whole backstory.
Mikey watched a YouTube video of the person talking about the renovation.
It seemed like an emotional renovator.
Yeah, who would want someone who like loves the house?
Yeah. So I feel like we kind of want to like give that impression.
Not
Like, we
saying
want to-
that we're obviously going to be like, so we're offering $1 million less than it's worth. It's
No,
not that.
but it's not even to do with that. But obviously, like with buying a house can be competitive, so we kind of want to put ourselves forward and like make it obvious how much we actually love the house.
And I also think
We're so overthinking this. You're like, just put in a bloody offer, you idiots.
Regardless of price, because we're not, just to be transparent, we're not going to offer full asking price unless we go through our finances.
We actually figured out we could have afforded asking price,
we're
but we didn't think it was worth it,
go
basically.
as near as we can, and we're actually going to make like our maximum offer straight away, which we've never done before, but we've spoken a lot about it, and we know some information about the person who actually has restored the property.
Yeah.
And we kind of don't want there to be any games, and we just want to be honest and tell them our situation.
There's a lot of games.
Should we read the letter when we've written it, maybe?
Yeah.
Could read it to you guys.
Just manifesting that we're getting it, basically.
Yeah, we're going to start shopping in a minute, and planning the furniture. But yeah, we'll see. So we will touch base. You will see this vlog either way, because
You will see this vlog.
You'll see
we
this.
will be living in this house one day.
That's so embarrassing.
Hello,
Right,
everyone.
is this the letter?
It's now the next day, and we still feel exactly the same.
This changed
We've looked
this
at all of
day,
our
I
finances,
think.
and we figured out the top end amount that we can afford. We have basically drafted a letter, which I thought I would read to you all.
I do still stand by. I think this is cute, and if we received this would
this
make
is a
me
good
want
idea.
to give it to someone. So definitely do this.
I just wanted to read this to you guys, just to show kind of what we've put into it. I know a lot of people probably wonder about the house buying process, or if you're in that kind of period yourself, it might be useful to see what you can do. Obviously, this doesn't mean anything, but we had letters when we sold the cottage and the lodge, and
People still don't believe this.
Yeah, this is completely true. We had 2 letters same day.
it really helped us basically want those people to move in. So we hope this letter finds you well. My husband Mikey and I wanted to take a moment to share how much we love blank, and why we feel like it's the perfect place for us to call home. From the moment we stepped through the front door, we were struck by the care and craftsmanship that's gone into
put so much effort into
I did try and write it
It's clear that
nicely.
this
I
is
wrote
more
it in
than
the
just a
bar.
house. It's a piece of history brought beautifully into the present. As someone who works in interior design, I'm constantly inspired by spaces that tell a story. The thoughtful
I
restoration
look like
of
I'm going to cry.
the home, its reinstated
I think we
Victorian
were.
features, warm interior and elegant details, speaks to us on many levels.
Speaks to us.
We've always believed that home should be a reflection of its keeper's love and care. And in our previous cottage, which
Guys, this was literally weeks ago. It's not like...
why we're laughing at it as if it's from like years ago.
was of a similar age to the beautiful cottage we viewed first, we worked tirelessly to bring back its character, restoring every corner to ensure its story lived on. It's a process we cherished, and when the time came to sell, we chose a buyer who shared our appreciation for the home. We are currently renting an apartment in London, having sold our cottage last year and spent the time since searching for the perfect
This is quite a good
home.
recap
We'd
for
be
any new
happy to
followers.
complete as quickly as you might wish. And then we go on to the bit where we offer. So there's a little bit more in there.
Such a bloody long letter.
So basically,
I know, it's
all
like
we've
2
done is
pages.
just speak, I think, about the things we really love about the house, as you will have heard, and just explaining a bit about our background and proceedability, but in a way that kind of isn't going to get misconstrued by an estate
Mikey's not in
agent,
this video, by the
obviously
way,
they're
because he
looking
was
for
just
a quick
packing.
sale. We just wanted to explain our story.
I actually
and
think I
also
was trying to
show
do
our
mortgage stuff on the
appreciation for
side.
How amazing a job they have done with this house. Thank you for considering us as potential buyers, and we'd be delighted to answer any questions.
It's like a
you might
job
have.
interview.
That is the letter that we're going to send with the formal offer this afternoon. We've got like some work to do, and then we're going to just sit and read through it. Okay, so that's our plan, but I will touch base with you a bit later today when we have done it, and just giving an update.
Right.
Okay, so that was a lot.
That was a lot.
Basically, what happened after that, we submitted the offer to the estate agent. We were still really excited about it, but we did have some conversations with people we know who lived locally and kind of confirmed a couple of thoughts we had about the pricing. Mm-hmm. And by this point, we had kind of heard back from one of the agents anyway, and it kind of felt a bit like the seller was making up that they had other people interested.
Yeah, it felt like a little bit of a game.
They upped the price
Yeah.
between us viewing, offering, and then coming back with feedback. They changed the price, which is not okay.
Yeah, it's so basically weird situation. It was listed with 2 agents.
Yeah.
So we had gone through one agent, and then the listing with the other agent changed. once we put an offer in.
And
we actually haven't shown the house.
We'll show the house photos now. So you can see it's literally the dream the way
Honestly,
it's done.
so nice.
But it was really in like the center of the town.
Yeah.
So there was no privacy really.
Mm-hmm.
It was really expensive for the area, and obviously it was like beautifully done, but we actually enjoy the process of obviously putting our own stamp on something. So moving in somewhere that has basically had all of that done wouldn't have been ideal. And so what happened? The estate agent said, no, they're not going to accept the offer, and they've actually got someone who is interested, which is random when the house has already been on the market for like 7 months. They had someone who happened to be interested that week and was going to be offering maybe full asking or over that week.
Yeah,
so they said
weird.
if we wanted to put in an offer of full asking price, they wouldn't meet that person, which to us just felt like too much of a coincidence.
Yes, it was
so
a
we
strange
said,
one.
no, that feels a bit manipulative, and we had by this point decided it was overpriced and actually
Yeah.
that we wanted to stay in central London.
Yeah.
So we decided to pull our offer out. We knew the day they were meeting this other person, and surprise, surprise, weeks later, it didn't sell. I feel like we avoided a house that probably had like bad karma and vibes because
Yeah.
they were playing some nasty
Also,
tricks.
just to backstory, because we obviously sound slightly negative about the people. The person who renovated the house was not the person who was dealing with the money, we don't think.
Yeah.
It was basically like a developer had invested into the project. So the renovator was amazing and had done like an amazing job, and it was so nice, and so much like care and love and attention had gone into the house, but it felt like the money side of things was dealt separately
By her business
by
partner.
like a business
almost.
partner, yeah, and that just didn't feel right, and they were overpriced. And I think basically this was just a case of falling in love with something because of how it looked, and it did look really nice.
Getting carried away.
Yeah, and also kind of getting carried away, I think, with an old version of ourselves, and
Yeah.
thinking that that was what we would have wanted like 2 years ago. That would have been like our dream forever home, and
Yeah.
being able to get that, I
Especially
think was really
because
easy
we wouldn't have been able to afford that kind of house.
in London.
No, anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of years ago, even a year ago.
Yeah.
And we now are in a position where we can. So well, obviously in London, you'd never get anything that looked like that. So we kind of just got carried away by the idea that we could host Christmas and we could
Yeah.
have friends and family
For
over
sure,
and we
yeah.
could.
And it was really well connected to London. So
Yeah.
the train, I think, was about 50 minutes to London. The station was like a 4-minute walk from the house. So from that side of
4
things,
minute, 22-second walk from
from that side of things, we were like, oh, it's perfect. We
Yeah.
can get in central London really quickly. It's great. We can have family here. We can do all of this. We can host Christmases with all our families. We can do everything.
Yeah.
I think it was really easy to think that that was what we wanted. And then they rejected our initial offer, which we already knew they would do.
Yeah, and we were willing to go up
Yeah.
initially.
And then I think the rejection of the offer kind of made us think like, okay, how much do we want to go up to? And then we were like, actually, it made us kind of think about whether we actually thought the house was worth more than we'd put in originally, which we thought it wasn't. And then we
Yeah.
kind of started to assess the whole thing, and we were like, actually, I don't think we want to leave London.
Yeah, like we love our life here. And
Yeah.
so I think it was all in all a really good situation to happen, and it made us relook at our affordability, loads of different things. And just to reiterate, I know Mikey said already, but we understand that these people were developing. They did like 3 homes. We're going to do a couple more. We understand
it's a money-making
they
thing
were
at the
trying
end
to
of the
make
day,
money.
yeah.
Nothing personal against them. It just felt overpriced for us and what we would want to do. But
And we poured our heart and souls out into that letter, and they didn't even acknowledge it.
we absolutely did.
I say we, you.
But that comes on to something exciting,
Yes.
which we're going to be annoying and not actually tell you right now. But the reason we decided to share this video is because, at this stage, is because we have something exciting to show you next time.
Yeah, and that was kind of, I guess, the catalyst. The realization of wanting to stay in London, I guess, was the catalyst of
what we'll be telling you very soon.
Yeah, and all of the house viewing videos we've done that we hope you've enjoyed coming along on, can kind of come to the conclusion next week. So yeah,
It's been a long time.
watch this space, like 40, 50 viewings later or whatever it is, and we will share more with you next week. But hope you enjoyed this one, and remember, it's okay to let yourselves get carried away. You're only human.
Bye.